Hole 1 doesn't really have a tee pad, but it's that black line right there. Basket's down there behind that little tree. I would say it's not quite 300 feet, a little bit downhill. Hole 2, again, doesn't really have a tee pad, just use the path, that black line right there. Basket's up on top of the hill, you can't see it from here. This one plays super uphill. Basket's right in line with those trees. It's probably only about 250 feet, but it plays so uphill that it probably, you gotta throw over 300 to get it there, which I didn't do. Hole 3, we have a tee pad. Basket's way down there. I'd say it's about, I don't know, 330 feet away, but it is pretty downhill. And in the tournament we played this as an island, and the drop zone's right behind that big tree right there. Kind of a fun shot being on top of the hill like that. I threw a couple. My backhand's faded out early and I'm in the thick stuff on the left. But I decided to throw a forehand with the nice pink wraith. Update coming soon. Tournament, the drop zone was right about here. You can see the basket is right there. And in the first round I threw out of bounds, didn't make the island, threw my buzz from here, turnover shot, and I hit the basket, did not make it. Pink wraith, that's about 15 feet. In the tournament this was all mowed nice and marked with paint, and it was 0 degrees, so it was dead. But it's pretty overgrown now, kind of sucks. Sunset, hole 4, these tee pads are as long as the course, so that's a good 12-foot tee pad there. Basket is way out there. This is over 400 feet. It's right there. Got a little bit in your way there, but kind of wide open. The tournament, this one was also had a little bit of OB where this tall grass is. There's this mowed part here where the tall grass ends up there. That was inbounds. If you didn't make it up to that point, you were out, and then tall grass left and right was also out of bounds, but the right side is really open. Funny story, in the tournament, I think I landed, there's me now, I think I landed right there first round, and right there the second round. So pretty consistent on this hole. Baskets around this tree. I'm still 100-ish, maybe a little longer. So we're on hole 5. You can't even see the basket from here. It's a huge, huge crush. It is way up there, a good 150 past that pine tree. Crusher of a hole. Pretty decent first shot. There's that pine tree that was in the first video. You can't see the basket from here, but there is a flag on top of it. You can barely see it sticking above the grass line. I would say I'm almost 300 feet away still. There's my second shot. I didn't get it high enough. I am still probably 80 feet from the basket. You can't tell from here. That green is super slanted to the left. It's a big hill that rolls down and you're screwed. So good luck. Grip locked this one, but about 25 feet away. Here, I'll try to get a good angle for how much of a drop off this is. So this is about the height that my disc is starting at, looking level. So it's a good drop off down and right, and there's that rolling hill. Hole 6, shared tee pad, we'll get to that later. This is the Bryant-esque hole, sort of like that. Basket's way down there. This is super, super downhill. I parked it in round 1 of the tournament though. If my guess is right, I think this is about the level that you would get to the bottom of the steps at Bryant. So if you look back that way, way up there, you can see the T sign come all the way down. Anyway, the basket is a lot lower, not that much longer though. I'm over there somewhere. You gotta throw a couple from up there because there's literally no one else here on the course. There is my actual drive. There is the basket. It's probably 40 feet, low ceiling. I threw a couple other ones. I threw another buzz that was way, way left. I threw the replacement ace buzz from Tom. That's right there. That is probably 20 feet. Little straddle, step out putt, not bad. And then In the first round, I said I kind of parked this thing of the tournament. And I think in that tournament, I was about right here. Right about there. It was right there. So I decided I'd throw that same orange T-bird, see how it went. It's right there. So I'm still on hole 6, but this is a good chance to see how long number 7 is. That is the tee pad, okay? And you gotta throw, that's an uphill throw going all this way, and the basket is right there. I think it's over 700 feet, and it's really uphill. The tee shot on 7, super wide open, you know, no trees in the way. I think I'm gonna throw a turnover backhand. You just kind of want to end up as far up on that hill, find a flat spot so you can actually throw your second. Here's when my shot ended up. Can't see the tee pad, but it's a pretty good first shot. Worm burned the second one. It's up there. Second shot, I'm still almost 400 feet away from the basket, which is there. Played it as an island green in the tournament. Not today. Like I said, in the tournament, hole 7 was a island green. And there's a mowed line kind of back there by those rocks where the out of bounds started. Then you had to get up here. But today, ended up in that tree, tried to pitch out. Didn't have any room, so I threw a forehand. I ended up right there. And this was mowed different in the tournament. I might have made it, but it doesn't matter. I'm not playing it that way today. Done with hole 7, I threw into that tree. Super easy to get out of. But hole 8, tee's over there. Okay, you throw, all these trees are right in your way. Then you go, and you can see the basket right there. That's not it. That's like the halfway point. The real basket is over there. You can't even see it from here. Here's hole 8, throwing from the walking path again. You just want to hit that gap. There's a fairway out there, and then you're only like 500 more feet away. I'm struggling on this hole. Tee pad's back that way. I was over there about 10 feet into the thick stuff. Hyzered out early on my tee shot, and then threw the flippiest disc in my bag, the old blue turn. Hyzered out early of that too, before that nice plateau up there. I'm still short of that. So my second shot took some finding, but I was determined. Looked for a good 5 minutes. Right there. This stuff is about up to my chin. The basket is up there somewhere. I'm guessing pretty much in line with that tree. And I'm probably 200 feet short, and it's 30 feet uphill. I overestimated the distance I have left on my last throw. There's the basket. I was throwing from back there, but 30 feet down, and threw the T-bird. It's right there. Cliff behind the basket, so death putt. Hole 9, tee's over there. Basket is there. You cannot see the basket from the tee. This is probably the second easiest hole, maybe the easiest hole on the front 9, depending on how you feel about 1 and 6. But yeah, the tee pad is really interesting. It's built up in the front, so you can't walk over the edge. But here's what you're looking at. You can see that tree, and the basket's right behind it. And really long. Once you get over the crest of that hill, there's a pretty wide fairway, wider than 8 at Iwin. Tournament was out of bounds both ways. Today it's not going to be. Throwing the shot if I was in a tournament, but out of bounds by that much. The basket is way up there down the hill. I was left of that power pole, but I'm still 450 feet away. I think I was wrong. It's really only barely over 300 from where I was, I think, and it plays downhill, so I should have been able to get there. Didn't give it all I had on the drive, couldn't get good footing, and the basket's actually pretty much in line with that power pole. So here's hole 11. Can you see the basket? It is down the tunnel. Probably can't see it in the video, it's dark in there. It's not that long of a shot, but you got OB fence over there and a bunch of thick stuff on the left. Kind of skipped the tee pad with a lot of mosquitoes in here. This is the signature hole, the jungle hole. This shot, I don't know how long this is, about 200 feet. And it's about 7 feet wide. That tree gets in the way a lot. And you're just trying to get to this opening, and then you basically have another hole left after that. So it clears out, big opening there, and then there's more. Of the tunnel, my disc is right there. I just pitched out poorly, and mosquitoes are getting really bad. But you want to come out here and throw this shot. Basket's right there, still over 300 feet for me. At hole 13, one of the more straightforward holes. It's actually just about level from the tee to the basket, even though there's this valley in between. It's around 300 feet. You just don't want to be right. If you make the green, pretty simple. Hole 14. I'm out of breath because I just climbed up that. That's where 13's basket is. That's hole 6. Hole 14, there's 5's basket. The big clump of trees down there. The basket is kind of right over there. So you go down, make the corner. It's about 200 more feet that way. I forgot to take a picture of where my drive landed, but it's you can see that blue post there, and then where the grass cut kind of goes over that way. So where that grass cut is, I was just on the other side of that from here, a little short of it. And then I threw a turned over forehand. I was trying to get really close. Ended up right here. This is probably 90 feet downhill. Just almost threw it in. Hole 15, uphill again. Big bomber, probably 600 feet. It's all tall grass, of course, because they suck at mowing here for the first 300 at least. So you gotta crush it. The basket, you can kind of see it in the shadow of that tree between the two rocks up there. It's long to sprinkle. This is hole 16. Looks really easy, right? Just a pin on top of that little mound there. Yeah, the drop off on the back is really steep, so if it's in the air going with any speed at the pin, you're going 100 long. 17, basically amateur's version of 15. There's the basket. I bet it's only 320 feet straight uphill, so it plays over 400. Hole 18. There's almost no point in me showing you this video. I think this one's almost 1,000 feet, but it finishes downhill way off in the distance, that light colored tree. The basket's kind of by that. So there's the tee for hole 4. There's where I'm coming from. I'm about 150 feet off the tee. I shanked my drive over there. But yeah, we haven't even made it over to the downhill section yet. This is a long hole. Here's where my first shot was. I am at least 500 feet away from the pin still. So here's the edge of the hill. There's that weird colored tree. There is the basket. From where I'm standing, probably a little over 300, but downhill. There's my second shot. There is the basket. A little over 200. Shanked it! But interesting fact, the green up there, definitely all ice during the tournament. So if you threw one from almost 300 feet and it say came in on a hyzer, then it would skip and you'd be about 50, 60 feet away on that path over there. Well, there you have it. Sunset Hills disc golf course played by yours truly. I haven't added up my score yet, but course par has got to be, I don't know, it's around 64 or something like that. I'm guessing I shot 70 something. We're about to find out. Added up the score, shot a 69. Definitely better than I did in the tournament. I think I shot a 72, and I wasn't playing out of bounds today. Pretty good. Some of the course pars, I don't know if they're really right or not. Some of them seem they were a little cushy, but it says that the 69 is a +5, which would make par 64. I'd say it's between a 61 and a 64 course par.